So I had this coworker at my old job, and he was a family man. He had like 5 kids, super chill guy, but he's been there for like 6 years, and you could tell he's just kind of getting burnt out. So I always ask him, like, "Hey man, how you doing?" And every single day he would give me the same answer. Oh, same stuff, different day. Same stuff, different day. And I'd ask him what his passions were. Like, what are you excited about? Like, what do you like to do? And he said he liked to do gaming, things like that. And it just got me wondering. I'm like, man, if you do the same stuff every day, you're gonna end up doing the same stuff every day. You could just tell he was stuck. He wanted to do more, but he was just had so many kids, and he was just stuck in this lifestyle of, oh, I gotta provide for my kids, so I'm just gonna show up to work, do the same stuff every single day. I don't got time for my passions. And it just really, really stuck with me every time I asked him that. I'm like, man, you ought to go stream. You ought to do streaming. If that's what you're into games, you ought to do some streaming. And, he would just kind of, I don't really have time. I don't know where I would begin. And it's almost like he was afraid of starting. He didn't know where to start, but he wouldn't make time to actually learn where to start. And so he was just stuck back in that cycle. Same stuff every single day. And it really just got me thinking. I was there for about 3.5 years working at that job, and I found myself getting in that same mentality of same stuff every single day. And it just kind of clicked one day that I'm like, I'm going to be here for the rest of my life if I don't do something about this. So I took a look at my schedule, wake up immediately. I was rushing to work every single day, always barely on time, sometimes late. And I'd go to work, have my lunch, and then by the time I get off, maybe hit the gym, and then I was cooked. I was exhausted, and then I would just go to sleep, do it all over again. And I feel like a lot of us, that's kind of our mentality, and that's kind of our lifestyle. Our mentality is, oh, I got to do my 9 to 5 to provide, to pay bills, and you just get stuck in that lifestyle of doing the same stuff every single day. So it just stuck with me. I'm like, no, that's not my life. That's not who I want to be. That's not who God put me on this earth to be. And I wanted to make a change. I wanted to do something about it. So one day it just clicked. You know what? Let me just start posting more on social media. People are doing well. I see these people, these influencers that I look up to. They're all normal people. At one point in their lives, they had the same thing, 9 to 5. They're providing for their family. And they just started posting. So yeah, I just decided, you know what? I want to get sponsored by a company, and I want to start posting videos. So it was in January. It was a New Year's resolution. I posted 3 videos every single day for 6 months. And I was trying to get sponsored by a company called Yee, which they're in the bio if you guys want to check them out. They're a faith-based company. They're a country brand, outdoors, awesome company. But I just wanted to get sponsored, so I set a goal. And I wanted to complete that goal. 6 months, 3 days, 3 times a day, post a video. And eventually I would tag them in my videos. So 6 months goes by, and they finally DM me and say that they want to send me some stuff. And you have no idea how excited I was, because I set that goal. And at that time, I think I had about 10, 15K followers on Instagram. So that was a big accomplishment, just getting my first 10K. And it was totally achievable. I was in this mindset of, oh, I have to have it done by this time, by this age. And when I didn't get it done by that age, I just felt like I failed myself. And so a lot of us, I feel like we have this timeline that we set for ourselves. And it doesn't have to be like that. God knows what trials and errors you had to go through to get the experience to be where you want to be in life. For me, for example, after I posted so many times on Instagram, on TikTok, I was grinding. I was learning what went well, what did well on TikTok, what went viral, what things people liked, what I liked. I was constantly learning, I was adapting, and it was just a good process that I had to go through in order to get to where I am now. And then my friend said, man, you ought to start going live on TikTok. Apparently they would go live and just do karaoke and just kind of jam, kind of hang out, have some fun. And he's like, yeah, man, it's really fun. And I actually made 2K from just people like sending me gifts and stuff. And I'm like, 2K for just hanging out? I just couldn't fathom. I was like, how does that work? And he was explaining to me that, you make a percentage of the gifts that people send you. And he's like, we just kind of hang out and drink and have fun. And I was like, dude, that sounds awesome. I'm like, let me just try it out, you know? Maybe hang out, meet some new people, you know, pay for groceries, whatever. And so I would on the weekends, I would just kind of hang out, you know, hop on for a couple hours, meet some new people. And I actually met a lot of cool people on there that are like family to me now. And it was really cool. Yeah, so I did that for a while, just kind of built it up on the side, just kind of hanging out. And then one day I get called to the boss's office at work, and they fire me after 3.5 years of working there. And of course I was devastated, and I just turned straight to God. I'm like, hey, I don't know what to do. Like, you're going to have to lead the path and, you know, figure out what I'm going to do next in my life. And so, of course, you know, I was with my girl at the time. We have a kid. So it was very stressful. You know, the next move, what am I going to do? Because I got, you know, I was making pretty good money there. You know, I was pretty stable, had good benefits. And so, yeah, it was a big, big change. So I started applying at places, and I was getting turned down. I would not receive calls, and it just put us in a weird position in my life because I was with my girl at the time, and we have a kid, and I needed to make money. So I hopped on TikTok Live. And how that works is people send you gifts, and you just kind of hang out. You have a good time. You can go up against somebody else. You can play guitar. And the first day I made about $70. The next day I made about $90. And it just slowly but surely chunked out to where week by week I was steadily making right about where I was at my old job just on TikTok. The point is, if you want to do something in life, don't do the same stuff every single day and then complain because you're not hitting your goals. If you want to do something and you want to be successful, you have to switch up your schedule. You might have to work harder than some people. Your next door neighbor, the influencer that you look up to, maybe had it a little easier. You might have to work just a little bit harder. But the reason why God puts you through these challenges and these tests is because he's shaping and molding you. If I didn't work that job that I did for 3.5 years, I may have not had the experience to do this full time. I may have not have known what it was like to be at rock bottom and try to grind, literally fighting for your family to make it on here and have that drive every single day. I would have known what that's like if it just got handed to me. Fast forward, it's been 1.5 years since I've done TikTok Live full time, and I never thought that this would be what I did. I just couldn't comprehend it. Like, this is what could pay the bills. This is what is potentially possible being an influencer. And so I started posting more on Instagram, post more on Snapchat, gained about 100K on Snapchat, about 80K on Instagram. It's possible. The thing that is holding you back is yourself. You can do this. If you vision it every single day, you meditate on it, you literally look up videos on how to be successful. That's what I did. Like, I would literally hide it in my work bathroom when it was slow for like 15, 20 minutes, and I would just watch videos. Like, that's how crazy. Call me crazy, whatever. But that is how dedicated I was, because I wanted to make it on TikTok and I wanted to make it on YouTube, all this stuff. And I kind of pushed YouTube aside a little bit because I was just strictly focusing on TikTok. But I had a passion, you know, and some of the stuff I was saying on my lives, helping people, you know, with God and just kind of being their therapist, you know, as soon as I end the button, it goes away. You guys don't get to see it because it's live. So YouTube is a good way for me to speak and have videos set for years to come so you guys can come back and watch and just kind of track my progress. And just give you guys a good word. If there's something tugging at you in life that you're not meant to just do the 9-to-5 job, listen. Listen to that voice. Figure out what it is that you like to do. Do it every single day. Make time for it. If you truly want something, you're going to make time for it. Even if you have to lose sleep, even if it's only 10, 15 minutes a day, you're going to make time for it. Don't buy into the BS of, oh, same stuff every single day. Oh, same stuff, different day. That mentality, no, screw that mentality. Get that out. You have to understand that that is what's holding you back. Ask God for guidance in whatever it is that you want to do. Say, God, if I'm meant to be at this job, open doors wide open or slam them shut. I pray that prayer on every decision that I have in my life. Open doors wide open or slam them shut. And you'll be surprised at how much stuff that he will remove from your life. And you're going to chisel down pretty hard, and you might even feel like you're at rock bottom, and it just keeps on going down, 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 down. But at some point, you're going to bounce up. You just have to stay consistent. Don't buy into this timeline that you have to be successful or be somewhere at a certain point in your life. It doesn't always work out like that. Sometimes you need to be experienced in those jobs in order to do something. Sometimes you need to meet that friend to give you that connection, to give you insight on how to do something. So take some time, write out your schedule, figure out what the influencers that you're looking up to, what mentors you're looking up to, figure out what their schedule is. Now, if they don't have a normal 9 to 5 job, you're gonna have to get creative, because if you have a 9 to 5, it's totally fine. It's normal. But if that's not what you want to do in life, then you're gonna have to make time outside of that 9 to 5, and that could mean cutting out friends. That could mean not partying as much. But all of these things are gonna benefit at some point. Don't start by just piling up a bunch of list of things that you have to do every single day. Just focus on 2 things. Whether that's you want to work out, okay, cool. Track your calories, go to the gym. 2 things, hit those every single day. Whether it's posting content, find inspiration, post a video a day. Just start with one, post 1 video a day, and just see what happens. Consistency. Once you start nailing that and you're consistent with it for a couple weeks, start doing 2 a day, start doing 3 a day, so on and so forth. Slow motion is better than no motion. And let that sink in. I'm praying that every single one of you guys watching this video is actually going to succeed. And if the point is that you got to get pissed off. You got to get pissed off that you're not where you want to be. You got to get pissed off that your neighbor, your influencer, it has exactly what you want and you don't. That's the first step. Get pissed off. Because when you get pissed off, you get motivated. And you have to every single day apply all of these things and trainings and thoughts and prayers into your life until you finally make it. If you truly want something and you digest it, that's all you watch on how to do it, that you literally breathe in everything. At some point, you have no choice. You're going to make it. So ask God for guidance and direction. He gave you the tools. It's time for you guys to use them.